Hey, it's Scarlett. So I wanted to make an update about my life right now. Sorry if my face seems a little weird. This is what my update is about. I was just diagnosed with Bell's palsy, which is basically like the paralysis of one side of your face. So when I'm talking right now, it's really hard to talk normal. I kind of have to talk like out of the corner of my mouth, so it looks a little weird. It's not a life-threatening disorder. It's usually like there's a nerve that's inflamed or something. The symptoms are, of course, like the face paralysis in one side. It's rare that it happens on both. Mine happened on one side, and it also happened to my eye. If you look, it's a little droopier, and so is my eyebrow. Um, it's not too. The symptoms are close to like the symptoms of a stroke, but the difference is the stroke is usually just one part, so either the top half or the bottom half of your face. And there's also other problems like if you try to lift up your arms, you can't keep them level, like the one side is lower than the other. Um, this wasn't caused by like anything I'm taking. I have stopped though since it happened like a couple days ago because it's just been too crazy to try to keep that up while. Ooh, did something just fly across the screen? Um, it's a little hard to keep that up while trying to maintain my health right now. But yeah, so I have Bell's palsy. It's really hard to eat if I try to smile. There's an obvious problem with the bottom left portion of my face. I was prescribed, I think it was prednisone, which is like an oral steroid. It's not like the steroids that you think of that like make you get like super muscly. It's just to help break down some of the inflammation that's like in my face. And I'm also taking some antiviral medicine right now because one thought is that this may be caused by a virus that just like activated it in my system, but we're not entirely sure, so we're just taking medicine now to figure out if that's the right course of treatment. Um, I also have eye drops, like fake tears, because a problem with this, if you watch the video, my eye doesn't really blink that much, and if it does, it doesn't close entirely. So it's a little hard to keep my eye moist. And also sleeping last night was like absolutely, I waited a night and then I went to the doctor. I probably shouldn't have. Like once I started feeling the symptoms, I should have gone right away. But I did have a midterm, like right when it started. So I was kind of like, nah, like let me, take the midterm. I don't want to get a 0. But yeah, so the whole left side of my face, my eye doesn't close properly. It opens very easily. So I have to put eye drops in like in every hour when it starts to feel dry. And then at night I have to tape it closed because the problem with it being open, not even that like it's gonna get dry because that'll just irritate it, is that if I roll over and cut my cornea, I can really damage my eye. Um, but this is just kind of like an awareness post. Sorry for my stuttering. It's an awareness post to kind of bring awareness to this because I had absolutely no idea that this was a thing until I googled my symptoms, and then that made me go to the doctor and seek out medical care. The prime time for treatment is to start within the first 3 days of symptoms. So really don't wait. The sooner you start, the better you have a chance of fully recovering quickly. There's a really good chance that this isn't going to be like a permanent factor. It's probably going to um, start to go away in like a couple weeks, and then like a few months it should be completely gone. I'm not really sure what caused it yet. We also had some blood drawn to test, as also Lyme's disease can cause it. But the thing is, I have no symptoms of Lyme's disease. I don't have any tick bites anywhere. Also, another thing that is thought to cause it is the herpes simplex virus, which is also, I believe it's the one that causes like cold sores and stuff. Like, it's not like the same herpes that you think of when you think of like genital warts and stuff like that. So, I did have a cold like a few weeks ago. Like I'm just getting over it now. So that actually might be what has activated it, but we're not entirely sure yet. Because if it is something like Lyme's disease, then we do have to take more of a precaution and really just treat that while trying to treat like my face. Um, so my symptoms started with all of a sudden, like it was, I think it was on the day of my birthday party, because I just turned 19 on February 6th. But my tongue, all of a sudden, we were just sitting in the car, and it started to feel numb, sort of like um, after you get like dental work done. And then when I eat food, I can't taste that well, but when I do taste, it's kind of, especially if it's not a soft food, it's kind of like imagine you stuck your hands in the snow, let them freeze, so they're really numb, and then you try to rub them together. It's like a little bit painful. That's kind of what it feels like. That was my first symptom, and then about a day later, I started getting constant watery eyes, because it kind of messes with like your tear ducts and stuff. So my eyes were like super watery, and I wasn't sure what was going on. And I kind of looked it up, and the only thing that it said was like diabetes and stuff, and I wasn't really sure um, like what to do. But I was going to see the endocrinologist on Friday, so I was kind of waiting it out. But then all of a sudden, I was eating with my friend, and I went to laugh, and I felt this pull. It kind of feels like sort of like anesthesia from the dentist, but also like someone's taking your muscles and pulling them. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't eat properly. I was trying to push food with my tongue, and like it just wouldn't go. I couldn't chew properly. I kept thinking I was gonna choke. So that night I kind of had like soup and stuff. But I did. I took my test, and then I took the next train out back to my hometown, just because, I was really scared, and I wanted to go see my parents and see what they thought. Um, but I waited a night, and I probably shouldn't have, but I did, which I don't recommend at all. I'm gonna go see a neurologist tomorrow to make sure everything's okay. And then also the vision in my left eye is a little blurry still. So we're going to go to an eye doctor and see if it's just like naturally my eye, or if like there's something more, or if like my cornea got scratched because my eye's not closing properly. So yep, it's just been a lot in the past couple days. I do have an endocrinologist appointment, as I said, Friday morning. I'm not sure if this is going to affect it at all. That was going to be the endocrinologist appointment that I start hormones. So, I'm kind of really bummed about this, and this is such like an annoyance, but I'm glad it wasn't a stroke or anything else. Um, if you are feeling these symptoms though, I suggest you go to the doctor immediately. It does happen overnight. Like, I mean, my symptoms started a while ago, but they didn't feel that severe. But then all of a sudden with the facial paralysis, it was like an overnight switch. Like all of a sudden, like I'd gone to the gym before, like everything was fine, and then I was eating, and the first like plate I ate was fine, and the second plate all of a sudden nothing was working. Um, so this has kind of stopped me from making videos a little. I was kind of embarrassed about like how my mouth looks, because it does look quite odd. Um, but it's just something that happens. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll take pictures and videos and stuff. Um, so I was gonna say like minoxidil. I mean, it was going great. I did see a little bit more progress, but with the whole face thing, like it's just completely halted. Biotin I might continue taking, but I'm really not sure. I'm going to be having to take a lot of pills lately, so I really don't want to mess up like anything internally. Thank you guys for watching me. We're almost to like 50 subscribers, I think. Or I think we're at like almost 40. But, thank you guys for subscribing. This whole channel is dedicated to my life and everything that happens in it, and I'm not going to hide anything from you. YouTubers that I used to watch when I was younger, they really gave me the courage to go out and be who I am. Alright, well, thank you for bearing with me. If you guys have any questions about Bell's palsy, please let me know. It's not trans related, it's not related to my transition at all. It's simply just, we're not sure yet, but I haven't even started anything like testosterone wise, so don't worry about that. Alright, sorry if the video quality is low, my phone also broke at the same time, so I'm using my crappy laptop screen. Alright, well thank you so much for watching, have a great day.